What is up, YouTube? All right, we are now 9 weeks out from my first show in 2025 in Sydney, New South Wales, Australia. And the photos that we're looking at here is on the left side, I am 93 to 93.5 kilos. On the right side, I was about 92 kilos. And there's 3 weeks difference between the photos. So the left side is more recent and the right side is closer to when I started the prep, or about 2 or 3 weeks into prep by the time I took these photos. So I've made a little bit of progress in my bulk phase. I've got one more week of that phase to go, although I have adjusted the diet a little bit already. So I have put on a bit more muscle, as you can see in the back, just a little bit thicker through the traps and the lats. Detail wise, I'm pretty much the same, maybe a little bit more detail I've noticed in the lower abs and in a lot of the muscle. Like there's a bit more dense muscle there, so there is more detail coming through, more definition. Not a huge amount. I haven't really been suffering on the diet yet. I've had a few days where I've felt a little bit hungry towards the end of the 2 or 3 hours that I wait for my next meal. So that's a good sign that I'm heading into a calorie deficit. My goal was, in the first 4 weeks of prep, was to put on as much lean tissue as I could. I could only manage 1.5 kilos of scale weight, but I think there's been a little bit more than that as I've dropped a little bit of fat as well. So hasn't been amazing, but still on the right track, and it's still in a good position for 9 weeks out. As far as training's going, everything is going well. I've got no sort of aches and pains. My elbow that I was having problems with, my golfer's elbow, is starting to come good, and I'm starting to train triceps with a little bit more intensity now. My knees have been pretty good, a little bit tight from work. My hip flexors get very tight, so I have to do a lot more stretching before my leg day. So my leg training's been good, but nothing great, as work has been quite intense in January, but it's starting to ease off a little bit now. As far as drugs go, I've been doing 2 ml of test, Masteron and Primobolan, so 2 ml of each for the first 6 weeks of this prep, or whatever it is. And I've also added growth hormone, so 3 IU of growth hormone a day. So that's as much as I've used with drugs so far. May throw Tren in at the end, but I'm not sure yet. And also Halotest and also Clenbuterol. I'm not sure if I'll need it yet. But then looking at the diet, so I have changed my diet a little bit. So I've dropped 1 egg in the morning, so I'm down to 2 whole eggs now. I've dropped the cacao nibs, and I've got a piece of toast with the eggs. I've dropped the, this says rice flakes, but I'm actually eating oats at the moment. I've dropped the oats to 80 grams from 100 grams. The next meal, I've dropped the avocado. So the avocado was 100 grams before, that's now 80 grams. Meal 3 will be the same. Sometimes meal 3 was 250 grams of basmati rice before, but now it's going to be 125. The next meal is the same with the potatoes. The intra and post workouts are the same, but meal 5 I've changed to kangaroo over steak. So a few 100 calories dropped overall for the last 8 weeks of prep. So that's where the diet sits at the moment. I will have to change things around a little bit as we get leaner. That'll be good for about another 2 weeks, and then I'll adjust it from there. Things will have to come out more and more, and I'll have to be more aggressive in this last sort of 9 weeks now, but mostly 8 weeks out is when I'm going to have to really start getting aggressive with the diet to bring in the details a lot more. As far as this video is my my latest video. This was yesterday after training shoulders. So we're always working on posing, always trying different poses to see what works out best for my physique. I got to still talk to some judges about posing, because they said that I needed to change a few things with my posing that will be more favorable to their judging. So you'll notice in this video, when I hit the front double bicep, I'm hitting it sort of straight on, which kind of makes me look a bit wider through the lats to shoulder to waist ratio, which is a bit of a weakness for me. So it's all about trying to sort of eliminate as many of your weaknesses as you can. So that's the video pretty much wrapped up. So still in a good position, 9 weeks out. Still haven't decided whether I'll do classic or bodybuilding yet. Bodybuilding, I'm 93 kilos, so that'll put me at the bottom of the under 100 kilo class, which is probably the most competitive class on the day. So we'll see how we go with that. I'll do classic for both the state. I'll do classic and bodybuilding for the state show. I haven't decided what I'll do exactly for nationals yet, but that's the video wrapped up, and I'll catch you guys again soon.